I'm starting a YouTube channel in 2020 and you should too. Hi friends, I'm Leah and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've gone back and forth with this idea about starting a YouTube channel for years, literally, years. And I'm glad I finally mustered up the courage to do it. I know that it kind of seems like a crazy idea to be starting a YouTube channel just now in 2020, but I feel like there's still room for people to document their lives and share and inspire, and that's exactly what I need to do. I'm a journalist at heart, and I feel like I'm missing something because right now in my current position, I'm telling everyone else's story. And while I love my job, there's nothing I want more than to have a creative outlet for myself, and I feel like this is the time to do that. So I'm starting a website, I've started a podcast, I'm starting a YouTube channel, and I want you all to follow along on my journey. I want us to be in this together. I'm eager to learn about myself and to document that self-discovery process. I know a lot of people out there are sitting at home watching channels for days and hours, and you sit and consume so much media of other people talking about their stories and their lives, and you're probably doing something cooler, you're probably going through something that could help someone else, and you're most likely thinking, I'm ready to do that for myself. I'm ready to take the leap. And that's what I've been doing for the past few years. So today, I decided that it was time for me to put my money where my mouth is, figuratively. However, I am putting some action behind my thoughts and my ideas and my dreams. And here we are. I feel like, I know for a fact that I've been neglecting my own platforms, whether that was Instagram, Facebook, not starting the things that I promised myself I would when I graduated from college, and just really not being intentional about showing up in the world in the way that I know that I can. I'm a broadcast journalism major, and I went to school to be on television. That was my dream. I wanted to be a news reporter, and I'm not. It turns out that I spent a little too much time doing other things, being involved. I was a pageant girl to the core, and I was just kind of absorbed with a lot of other things. I wasn't preparing myself for the world after college. I was just so wrapped up in the moment. So that was something that I had to deal with once I graduated. And one of the things I considered was going ahead and jumping into YouTube, but I never did it because I was scared. I felt like no one else is going through what I'm going through. No one else has graduated with a degree and procrastinated like I did and is sitting at their mom's house, their mom and dad's house, waiting on the answer to fall out of the sky. I felt like I was the only person who felt like that, and I didn't think I had anything to say. But now I realize that if I had found people on YouTube or on a website or a podcast that were going through the exact same thing that I was going through, I might have seen the light at the end of the tunnel a lot sooner. So I'm ready to go ahead and document those stages of the unknown because I feel like that's going to help me project myself into the next chapter. It's also going to give me some fire under my butt to just really get started and to be serious about my craft, and create opportunities for myself. One thing I learned about being in the real world is that no one gives you anything, and if there are no opportunities available to you, you have to get creative. You have to create your own opportunities, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So hopefully this channel is going to inspire me to become this media mogul, or maybe it's just going to inspire me to start a company or a business. It might even inspire me to write a book for that 20-something that I was, to give some advice on the things that I could have done better, on the opportunities I didn't take advantage of, on the resources that were already available to me that I wasn't utilizing. So yeah, here we are. My goal is to create an online community for people like me to engage in conversation, to be realistic about your reality, to understand that there are a lot of people out there saying, you can do anything, put your mind to it, dream big. But I'll be honest and I'll tell you that I'm an introvert, and I'm also an undercover pessimist. I am very realistic when it comes to dreams and realities, and a lot of times I'm narrow-minded. I don't give myself the freedom to dream big. When I go for a goal, I put my expectations very low so that I'm not at risk of disappointing myself. And I've been this way my entire life because I feel like that was the only way to avoid failure, to avoid disappointment. And those were just things that I really wasn't able to handle. And I'm still working through that every single day. Every day I wake up and I have to force myself to change my mentality. Some days I'm successful with that. A lot of days I'm not. And that mentality has kept me from really being the woman that I know that I was called to be. My intentions on this journey are to strengthen my mind, my body, and my spirit. Those three things are vital to me leveling up in life, tapping into my potential, and really taking control of my destiny. I feel like those three areas are areas that either hold you back or propel you forward into the future. They are the areas that allow you to live your dreams out loud instead of just in your head. I'm also learning how to make the most of life exactly where I am. I heard this saying about blooming where you're planted, and that has really resonated with me because it's allowed me to see my reality in a new way. A lot of times I get stuck on the fact that I'm in Mississippi and I live in a small town, but that doesn't define me. And there's nothing wrong with being from a small town in the South. Your destination is not determined by your environment. A lot of times moving to a big city would give you new opportunities, but the joy and the beauty of being in a small town, in an environment that forces you to get creative with creating your own opportunities, it's beautiful and it's enlightening. There's something really special about being able to challenge your perspective and to challenge your reality, because it could always be worse, and the beauty is that it could always be better. I like to think of my life in terms of being like a movie or like a book. And right now, I'm about to step into the truth of chapter 26. And I love getting older. God saw fit for you to be here another year, and that your purpose is not yet fulfilled. And it's helpful to know that you've not quite tapped into your full potential or reached your purpose just yet, because that means that there's still room to grow. There's still room for improvement, and you should take advantage of that opportunity. The reality is that life is short and we have to stop wasting time, because I've always been a person who lives on what if, yada yada yada, fill in the blank. What if this doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if I make myself look silly? What if nobody watches my videos? What if nobody listens to my podcast? What if no one can relate to my struggle? What if? I mean, what if the opposite happens? And I have to wake up every single day and challenge that mindset, and it's hard. It is so hard to challenge your fear, to challenge your fear of failure, to just challenge yourself to show up in the world differently and with new intentions. But I'm dedicated to really showing up for myself. I'm dedicated to challenging myself because I want to know what it's like for people who see the world in color every single day and not in black and white. And the people who can see the gray space when I'm just kind of tunnel vision and only seeing like the pros and the cons and not getting creative about my possibilities. I'm challenging you to center yourself with me as I'm trying to center myself, and to be present in life and to be present in moments, and to really think about what it is that you want and write it down. So if you feel led, follow me on social media, subscribe to my channel, and let's hold each other accountable. You're not in this alone, and I know I'm not the only person who needs a little motivation to show up. So thanks for watching. All feels, all my love, and thank you so much for being present with me today. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much.